Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to another Top 10 Tuesday. This week we are doing Satanism and occult type films. So I went through my collection and kind of figured out, well, I could do mostly occult. I do have a couple Satanistic type films, so I'm going to throw those in there. So I'm going to do my best. I don't have all the main ones from the 70s. The 70s had a ton of them, Riding with the Devil, Satanism, Schoolgirls, or I forgot how that title goes, but unfortunately, I don't have a lot of those. So I went through my collection and I wanted to show off which ones I do own. I'm not throwing in like the Omen because that's just a basic one in there, so you won't see that in there. But I mostly went towards the occult setting. I do have a few Satanistic films in here because I wanted to give it that 10 feel. So without further ado, number 10 is Invitation to Hell. This is a made-for-TV movie that Wes Craven did. Pretty much a country club is pretty much your cult kind of deal. The main mistress there, she is more of like a demon slash the devil, and she's pulling in people left and right into this country club, and they're becoming more occultish, which is kind of weird. And of course, a new family moves in, and they're the next target. So it's kind of neat how they did this story. Like I said, this was a made-for-TV film. It's actually not bad. If you can find a copy of this, I highly recommend it. Number 10, Invitation to Hell. Number 9 is more. It was a bootleg that I found at a convention, and that is Scream Greats, Satanism and Witchcraft. This is a documentary style on Satanism, witchcraft, and the occult, and it's actually not bad. I never heard of this Scream Greats, and is this basically a volume 2? So it's pretty cool on how they do the whole documentary style on the dark arts here, and it's got some good scenes to it. Not for the faint of heart on some things, the guys killing chickens and shit like that. It tells you right there. It's got some. It's not. How can I say it? It's actually not bad documentary on Satanism and witchcraft and cults. So I think I said that earlier again. So I'm just rambling and repeating myself, so I need to stop. So that's why it's number 9. Kind of cool little documentary. I don't know if any other Scream Greats are out there, but if this is a volume 2, there's got to be a volume 1 on something. So I got to look that up. But I had to put that in there as number 9. Number 8 is Amok Train. Now, a bunch of students are visiting I want to say near Romania, a small village. This village is pretty much sacrificing the students to a demon. But of course, they escape, and the demon possesses the train. And now the train is alive and killing them off one at a time, with the occult trying to come after them as well. I actually really enjoyed this one. Mood616 there recommended this. Picked it up, loved it. Had to put this in the occult section because kind of it is. And it's also a killer train film. So you got a mixture of everything. Cool gore. The train kills a bunch of people. It's funny as hell. I think it's also called Beyond the Door 3. I think this was called. Maybe. But yeah, Amok Train at number 8. Number 7 is actually, I'm going to put Red State in here. This is Kevin Smith's first horror film that he made about the occult. Not bad. I actually did not mind this film. I know a lot of people had a love-hate relationship to this one. I didn't mind it. Pretty much, I think it was a bunch of high schoolers found online this woman who said she'll have sex with all of them, so they're all pumped up. They go to meet her, and she drugs them. They wake up all in cages and whatnot, and this religious cult is pretty much killing them one at a time. Pretty weird, but it's actually not bad. I highly recommend checking out Red State. That's my number 7. Number 6 is Curse of the Demon. Night of the Demon is the same thing. Great film from, I think it's the 1960s. No, 57. So it's the 1950s. I'm going with this with more of a cult slash demon. Well, Satanism, because the guy is a Satanist and he's controlling this demon. And if he doesn't like certain people, he writes stuff on paper, and he can summon the demon, and the demon goes after that individual and kills him. The special effects are corny as hell. It's like they put a projector in the background with the guy in the demon outfit. Great film though. It's fun as hell to watch, especially from the 1950s. Cheesiness all around. Highly recommend getting this because you get both versions. You get Curse and Night. One is I think the British version, and the other one is the normal U.S. release. Yeah, the U.S. release is Curse, and the British production is Night. So you get both films on one deal. What the hell? Why not? All right, number 5. It's kind of a cult type film, but it leads to a cult, and that is The Mist. The Mist pretty much is mostly a creature monster film, but the way how it morphs into an occult is with that religious chick in the grocery store, how she pretty much convinces everybody in the store except for the select few, and pretty much forms an occult. I did not pay $24.99 for this. It's just a stupid sticker that I can't get off. So pretty much she forms this occult, and they start feeding these monsters in the mist people. They're like, well, we got to take this guy and throw him out. He's a non-believer. You know what? Maybe we should take care of the little boy and throw him out to the monsters. And everyone starts following. It's just how weird this one woman absorbed the community in this grocery store to follow her and form this cult to do her bidding. But all this movie is fucking awesome. All right, number 4 is End of the Line. This is a Canadian film. This one is a bunch of people are trapped or in a subway, and I forgot what happens to the train. I think the train either stalls or there was an accident. I don't remember for sure, but they're trapped in this religious cult is there. Oh no, they caused the accident, the cult, because there's a bunch of people all dressed like in khaki shirts, pants. They all look alike. They're carrying wooden crosses and Bibles and shit, and they're approaching everybody, and they get a text message. And the text message is, you don't know what it says, but all of a sudden they start pulling out their crosses, and they pull the bottom of it, and it's a dagger. And they start killing killing multiple people. And a group of survivors get away. Now the cult is after them through the subway system. Pretty cool film. And then they show certain things that this occult is big. On the TV show, on the TV, they show destruction all around parts of the world. Yeah. So this big religious leader on TV is telling everybody what to do. They get another text message, and they follow what they need to follow on that. Great film. If you ever check this movie out, definitely check out End of the Line. I was really shocked on how this movie was and how well it was done. It was a lot of fun. Pretty cool. And the ending is left for interpretation, so that's kind of neat as well. So End of the Line. Number 3. I couldn't find part 1, so I got part 2. And that's Children of the Corn. The Children of the Corn franchise pretty much is a giant cult where the kids are killing the adults. I love part 2, so I grabbed part 2 off the shelf. But again, what can you say about Children of the Corn? The whole religious aspect, the whole cult thing happening right then and there. Yep. Can't see anything bad about Children of the Corn except for part 5 and up. All right, number 2. I'm gonna go with this one. Sorry. Is Rosemary's Baby. Yes, I need to upgrade my DVD. Probably when the Criterion sale hits, I'll probably upgrade to a Blu-ray. But what can you say about Rosemary's Baby? This has got everything to it. Satanism, occultism, everything to it. Can't say anything bad about Rosemary's Baby. That's why it's number 2. Number 1 is the original Wicker Man. Love Wicker Man. My wife, for some reason, loves the remake more. Probably because she saw the remake first. Me, I saw the original. Love the original. Did not really like the remake. But, hey, we like both. So, I'll let her have the remake. I'll keep the original. Even though the original is better. Wicker Man, pretty much. Yeah, there was an accident. The cop follows the woman and daughter to the small island, and of course, the whole religious cult aspect is happening, where they're at their peak of the harvest time, and they do their rituals and everything with that. I'm not getting much on it because I don't want to spoil it, but Wicker Man is fantastic film. Um, yeah, I can't say anything bad about the Wicker Man. I don't know what to say much about it, except it's the Wicker Man. That's why I have it as number one. All right, guys, thanks for much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little top 10 Tuesday of occult films. Let me know what you think down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Thanks, guys. Later. Peace.